Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Ocarina of Time Randomizer. Last time around, we were able to make our way through some adult dungeons, and actually get ourselves our first medallion besides the one we started with, which is fantastic. What's even better is we got ourselves a crap ton of items in Spirit Temple. Spirit was loaded in this randomizer, it was a really good one. So, let's go ahead, jump back into our file, and go into Shadow Temple. So, last time around, we actually got ourselves a hookshot over in the Spirit Temple, but we got it from the Spirit Temple boss key chest. If you've played this game before, you know you need hookshot to get to that chest. So we did something a little bit out of logic, which I didn't think was actually going to be a big deal at the time, and then we got ourselves hookshot, so oops. But it's fine. We're going to get a hookshot not too long into this dungeon, I would imagine, so it's fine. I was talking about how in this randomizer you can do things out of logic if you know how to do certain glitches. And the glitch I did was get hit. That was it, just to walk through fire. One of the easiest glitches you can do, and pretty much anyone can do it. You might have even done it by accident in a playthrough. Probably how people found the said glitch. So, I'm not too worried about us getting a hookshot this early. And in fact, we're going to be getting our in-logic hookshot here in a minute anyways if we're going through this dungeon. So, it's not like we skipped that much by getting the hookshot out of order. So it's fine. Hopefully we get it here soon, though. Alright, dead hand, let's have a good fight. If I can do this just right. There you go. I hit him before he went down, so that allowed me to do more damage right away. And that's it. He's done. We didn't have to worry about him popping in and out of the ground for much at all in that fight. We essentially one-cycled him when you think about it. It was just that quick and easy of a fight. Recovery heart. Wow, dead hand was completely useless then. That's kind of unfortunate. So, now we're actually locked out of this dungeon without Lens of Truth. But you don't need Lens of Truth. Let's not even kid ourselves here. And my settings actually do allow to go through this place without it, so it's in logic for me to go through without Lens of Truth. This is actually not cheating for once. This is allowed. So, we're gonna need to pull this thing around. We have a 1 in 3 chance of actually getting the result we want, and that's a failure. I say 1 in 3 because of 2 torches that's near a lit torch right now. That will never be the correct solution. I didn't mean to go this far. So, yep, the mistake one, of course, was the wrong one. It's this one closest to the wall. That's just unfortunate timing and luck / mistake. That's really the only thing you really need Lens of Truth for in this dungeon. Because honestly, the rest of this is just knowing paths. And if you know the paths already, then you can easily just go through this dungeon without Lens. So, we'll just do just that. Yeah, that's right. I put up a fight. So now we'll get to see what the map chest is. The hover boots chest wasn't anything, but maybe the map chest could be something useful. Again, we're looking for a hookshot here because we got a hint saying this is where a hookshot is. Hey, we're a winner. I don't feel much like a winner right now. It's just a heart. I mean, I guess it's a winner enough because I got myself... Really? I got myself a heart container out of that. Let's grab all these. Oh, these are iron boots sounds. I didn't get to hear this in Spirit. I was wondering what the silver rupee sounds were randomized to. So let's see what this chest is. I can actually break things out of order here in this dungeon. I can actually do a clip that goes straight to the boat. But we're not going to do that. It would have been required if I didn't get a key right now, but this is not a no logic or a glitch logic randomizer. It's technically glitchless. So I was bound to get a key at some point. Because if that chest wasn't a key, then this dungeon would be impossible. You know what, I'm not gonna kill this last one. I'm gonna skip it. It's actually taking longer to skip right now, but I'm committed. There you go. Now we're through. We're into the main room here of Shadow. Here's me start coming through. Don't need to worry about you. I'm gonna see if I can remember how to do this setup, because I can actually skip this whole silver rupee thing by just doing some very specific movements here. Oh, okay. I'll just kill you then. Not maybe that much harder to kill you, because you can actually clip through that gate by hookshotting the like from behind, and if you do it at a right angle with him pushing you through the wall like this, it just pushes you through the gate. Great collision, am I right? Arrows, I don't need the Skulltula, so I'm gonna ignore you. Boss key, so I can just go straight to the boss if I want to right now. I mean, I can't, technically. I can with glitches, but logically, no, this is a very linear dungeon. The most linear one in the whole game. So, to get to the boss, you gotta do so much. It's a very long dungeon. But if you know how to do glitches, it's a very short one. It kind of depends on things. Bomb you. Get these silvers. Careful here not to take too many hits, because that's just annoying at this point. Not really a problem based on my health, it's just more of an annoyance. So this room, we need to push around this big block that's in an invisible wall, and then we're supposed to use that to go through this whole section, but we don't need it. So I'm gonna opt not to use it. So that's $5, not very helpful. Gonna wait for that very deadly looking thing that definitely isn't deadly to go down, and then I can jump straight through it. Nice spikes. Hey, there is our in-logic hook shots. Now we have long shot. Good timing, because then I can do this. So we're back on track on not actually breaking the seed too much. There you go, shadow keys. Now we can actually continue on here. I do like how in the randomizer they tell you how many keys you've gotten for a dungeon in total. So that's my second shadow key collected, and I only have one. So the randomizer does a great job now telling you how many keys you have collected in a dungeon in total, which is great, and then also how many Skulltulas you have collected too. So it's really helpful. And anytime you need to check this kind of stuff, you can easily just pause the game and check keys with the D-pad, so you can see how many keys you have in total for a dungeon, and how many you have found in total as well, which is really helpful. You also check all of your stone and medallion requirements here. You can even check your maps and compasses, which could help if you're playing with Master Quest settings, because this can tell you if it's a Master Quest dungeon or not. So, Randomizer does a lot of extra stuff for quality of life. It's really good. This is awkward. I actually slid through you with that sword. Moving on. There we go. This is not really a required thing normally, but we're checking everything, so we need this. See if I can remember exactly where to shoot here. It's like around this area on the wall. Might be too high. I think it's a little bit lower. Because up around here is where you want to shoot for a hookshot target. And unfortunately, without Lens of Truth, you're literally just doing what I'm doing here and just kind of guessing. I'm going to get a better angle for that. For now, let me just get this, because I do need to hit that. I really do. Dude, stop moving. I'm just trying to move like an inch down. There you go. See, if I can't remember the one, I might as well do another. There you go. It's like trying to remember the exact pixel on the wall to shoot. It's very possible to go through here without lens, as you're seeing. Just not easy. I'm just going here for swag. Alright, that's unfortunate. I'm waiting about 4 seconds here and then I'm releasing my bomb chew. Because if I do this just right, I don't have to go up here at all with a bomb. The bomb chew can actually explode right in the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, release. And if I did it just right, explodes right at the bottom, dropping the item, which is another key. Perfect. Unfortunately, I have to kill things here, so in hindsight, I should have probably set Forest Wind in the other room, which would have skipped this whole section. But I'm already here, so kind of can't reverse that idea. Can I hit the stupid keys? Really bad aim. I'm showing my great aiming skills today. Really am. Alright, let's continue on. We're almost near the end of the dungeon at this point. Barely off. That was pretty close. So this room you need iron boots for, so very convenient we have them. Not gonna bother with this section. I'm just gonna hook shot past you. Don't mind if I do. Come on, hit it. There you go. And why not? Let's be a little fancy for this one. This is actually pretty funny when you think about the logic of this. I'm super sliding through the room with hover boots on, or iron boots on. So I'm going at the speed of sound with irons. That is weird. But you can do it. And we really just came in this room literally just for this one chest. It's not even useful. Hopefully this is going to be a key. If not, the air chest has to be a key. This is normally a key vanilla game. Sure enough, though is now. There you go. Easy. And also I dodged all the pots too. That helps. It's so weird that pots are an enemy in this series, but not the first game that did it. I believe the first game was A Link to the Past. Man, it's a really good thing we got a key now, with bundle arrows. That helps no one at all. So this section, I'm supposed to push that giant block over here, but I'm just gonna opt not to and just make a jump. You can just barely make that jump. Now with Zelda's Lullaby, let's play the song here on the ship, and that'll make it move forward, getting to our next area. And we're just about at the end of this dungeon. Ship takes a while to go, and unfortunately the randomizer can't do anything to speed up this cutscene because the cutscene is linked to the ship's movement. So you have to watch the whole thing. Nothing you really do. Waiting for this whole section to stop. And at this point, I'm just gonna stand up here. Let's see. Hey, can you actually try to hit me? Come on, hit me, I dare you. Well, he didn't know how to do anything. He just fell right off like an idiot. For whatever reason, you stand up here on the backside of the ship. These Stalfos will try to climb up here with you, but they'll fall off in the process, so oops. Big oops. We're almost at the end here. Gonna go a little bit further. If I can make this snipe shot, that would be sick. Well, we tried one. To be fair, it's a little dangerous to do that, so I'm not gonna want to risk it. So that's how we're supposed to get over to this section later. Now, mind you, you don't actually need the bow for that. You can use bomb chews to offset those bomb flowers, but it's a more precise shot. So, if I didn't have a bow at this point, I could still beat this dungeon. Keep that in mind. That is in logic. And now this section. This is a maze, which you can't see. But if you have it memorized, like myself, then you can just go back through these areas pretty easily. Not really a problem for me. I love how I said that when I ran to the first wall, but ignore that. I missed one. No, I didn't. I only heard 2 get killed. I'm surprised I hit all 3 of the hands. Because this Floor Master splits apart when you attack it, so you don't immediately kill him. There's another shadow key. That's the last one we need to actually beat the dungeon. At this point, if you check your map here, we only have one more room with items, so we're going to go straight for that. We're not going to bother with the other room here, because the room I'm thinking of here is just pots and has a sculpture, so nothing of value is in there at all. Let's get Din's fire out at this point, because for whatever reason in this room, you can't burn this wood with fire arrows. I don't know why. It's such a weird thing they coded in. You need to use Din's fire specifically on that wood. It is kind of random, but whatever. We have Din's, so it's pretty fine to get through here. Now, mind you, we didn't actually need to burn the wood, because with the redeads, they can help you clip through the walls. A little bit weird, but it is a thing you can do. Mind you, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. That would be a little too much of cheating. And also, it would cause a problem, because then I can't get out of the wall. So all that happens, I'm stuck, and I have to wait until the wood clamps down correctly and kills me. So, yeah, we'll just opt not to. And instead of actually going over the intended way, I gotta do some swag here. I gotta do a super slide over this pit. Because it's just so fun to do that. It pretty much lines you up right for the door, so it's just like, no, I gotta do the super slide. It's so cool to do. And speaking of cool to do, I'm setting Forest Wind here as a precaution, because I'm going to do a 1.0 exclusive glitch. Well, I think this glitch also works in the 1.1 release of Ocarina of Time, but I'm playing 1.0. That is what the randomizer is based off of, so I'm going to do it. Here we go. This glitch, if I mess it up, I'm going to have to do a little bit of a backup. That's unfortunate. I might have to do the backup now by leaving. Because what I just did there is I'm going for a Bongo Bongo quick kill. But as you can see, Bongo is loaded in a very weird state right now. He's not supposed to be invisible like this, but he just is. So I can't really attack him all that easily down here. But his hitbox is vulnerable. As you're seeing, I'm shooting through hands, and yeah, I'm not doing anything. So I'm going to have to leave here, which is very unfortunate. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do a glitch here called Ocarina Items just to leave. But with this glitch, I can just warp literally right outside. So this is fine. This is why I put down the Forest Wind. But what happens is you can drop a bomb down below into the arena here if you're playing the 1.0, 1.1 releases of Ocarina of Time. And by doing this, you're actually hitting Bongo Bongo's hitbox, because for whatever reason, they have it coded in a way where Bongo Bongo's hitbox is always here at the very bottom of the drums. So you can drop a bomb down, which will hit the hitbox. And then you could just constantly attack Bongo Bongo with some nice old power crouch stabs like I was doing. And you can kill the boss without actually having the graphics load, which is very cool, but not easy to do, as you can see. So we're going to do it one more time. If it fails, I'm just going to fight him normally. We also have ice arrows. Which is unfortunate. We didn't get the timing right. I mean, I'm bad at the timing on this. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, because I always do this with Big Goron Sword. Guess what I don't have? So, yeah, I'm just going to do this vanilla at this point. So, as I'm working my way back, here's some footage here of how the quick kill actually works against this boss. You drop a bomb down into the arena, then once the bomb is in the arena, you just constantly do some crouch stabs, and if you do it just right, get the timing just right, you will kill Bongo Bongo without needing to even fight him loaded up correctly. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the right timing for this, so I wasn't able to do this correctly. It is a thing I have done in the past, it's just kind of difficult to do. So I guess now, because I can't do the quick kill, I might as well do things the more intended way. But also still show off another thing here, a little bit of a alternate way of fighting Bongo Bongo. So with ice arrows, you can actually hit Bongo with the ice arrows here and freeze his hands. Although I'm doing a horrible job, man. This is the slop episode. I have no idea where his actual eye is based on how this is like such a weird angle. He actually broke his hand out. That was like the weirdest angle. I've never seen him stop that way before. I want him like this so I can hit the eye. That feel when you get the timing for the quick kill for Bongo Bongo after failing the quick kill for Bongo Bongo. That is so stupid. It just now came back to me after the fact. Man, could have saved me the extra work on that point, huh? Oops. Whatever. Fine. You saw two different ways. You saw the quick kill version, and then you saw the ice arrow version. You got 2 kills in this. I'm just kind of mad at myself. Arrows. You know what? I need the refill. Sure. Well, that's another dungeon, and because this one was a medallion dungeon, you actually do get another medallion. This is great. And the one here specifically is Forest Medallion. So now we want to go over the Forest Temple and beat that dungeon to get the Fire Medallion so we can get Song of Storms. I don't think we really need that song, though, with the right things we're going here with the seeds, so we can probably just get away with just bum rushing these dungeons. I think at this point, the only thing we're missing that we need to beat the game are light arrows. And we can get the light arrow hint from Ganondorf because the randomizer is set up in such a way where you can just talk to Ganondorf at the very end of the game and he will tell you where light arrows are. He doesn't tell you exactly where they're at. He tells you a general location. So that's pretty helpful for our sake. So in this case, I probably just want to bum rush the rest of these dungeons, try to beat them as fast as we can, and do some checks along the way because we're good at this point in terms of all the items we need. We have everything to beat all the bosses, and that's really it. The only boss that we don't have an item that we need to beat is Baronade. And we don't have to worry about the Baronade boss fight because Jabu Jabu just leads us to another stone, which is not required to beat the game. So I don't care about that. We don't have to worry about that set situation. It's fine. Boomerang's like the one item we can skip. Alright, so Serenade. That will get us to Lake Hylia fast, which is actually good, because that's a great way for us to go over to where the, well, first let me do this, because I want Bunny Hood. That's a good way for us to get over to the Water Temple entrance, so we'll be doing that probably at some point after we get through Forest. But for now, let's get Bunny Hood equipped here. Easier said than done, because I'm not the best at equip swap. But there we go. Now that we have Din's Fire, I can equip swap items as adults. So in this case, I can put back on my Bunny Hood, which is very good. Now I can run fast. And I don't think we'll ever need to go back to child based on how things are going for this randomizer. I think I'm good at this point to stay adult. So while we're here, I'm taking a shortcut. I need to go to Forest. Take it from here. It's weird not to have any music here, though. It's a little ominous. Very ominous, actually. We don't have minuet, so this is unfortunate kind of run through of the area, but after this, we won't need to ever come back to Lost Woods, so once we get the song, it won't matter. At this point, based on what songs that we have left that we haven't interacted with, it's not actually gonna be a song we'll be getting until maybe... Actually, it might be back at the Temple Time. It might be the Prelude of Light check. Based on the songs I have left, based on my hints, I know that we're going to get Song of Storms going to Kakariko. I know Bolero Fire is locked behind Ocarina of Time. So at this point, the only song really left is going to be Minuet back at Prelude of Light at Temple Time, which we can get now. So in hindsight, maybe I should have went to Temple Time instead of this. But I'm already here, so it did not matter. There we go, that was a little scary. I just didn't want to get hit by the enemies. If that wasn't a key, we're literally locked out of this dungeon, so that's expected to be a key. You need a key immediately here. So at this point, I gotta just rush through this dungeon so I can get down below. So I'm really just gonna want as many keys as possible, and also to get straight to the pose. This dungeon, unfortunately, is gonna take a while, and because of that, we're gonna have a lot of work to do. I would also like to find Big Goron Sword. That would be a nice thing to have, please. Come on. There you go. Got him. It's a bad spot. I actually want to be on the other side of this box. It's fine. Key. Good. Give me as many of those as we can get. Since we have the bow, we can immediately just go through this door, which is very helpful in our sake. Hookshot up here, grab this vine, and hit this switch. Just barely make that with hover boots. How convenient. I need to see something here for my own sake. I gotta go back up to where we were. Also, I need to do this for the map chest anyways. This works out. There is a thing I'm wanting to do, which will look stupid, but it will make sense once I do it. So, for now, let's get the map chest. If I can, kill the bubble. Definitely horrible trying to attack enemies today, apparently. And mind you, I'm still looking for items, so I need to do pretty much every check here. It just makes the most sense to do. Piece of heart, definitely not very useful right now, but I'll take. Okay, I think I know how I want to do this. It's just going to be really stupid. Because I want to get over to this ledge. It's really weird. Trust me, it's going to make sense here in a minute. Because this is... I don't know how they expected a player to do this normally. So I'm just going to do things my own way. Do a shield turn. And now, because we have Megaton Hammer, I can do this. Wow, that almost made it. So I want to get on top of this ledge, and what I'm doing is with the Megaton Hammer, if you hit the wall, you get this massive amount of speed, for whatever reason. Because you can transfer that speed into hover boots. You can use this giant amount of speed you just get for unknown reasons with hover boots and Megaton. I'm actually going to do it from this wall, because it might be easier. You can use this speed to launch yourself in the areas you're not supposed to be able to get to normally. Like that area. Oh, and I got the glitchy wall grab, too, of all things. If Link grabs the very side of something and you hear him go, like he's choking or something, he's grabbing the wall multiple times, pretty much making it so that you just can't grab the ledge. So I'm waiting for a very specific frame here, which is very easy to pause buffer a frame in Ocarina of Time because of how the game runs at such a low frame rate. Now I'm going to play Scarecrow's song up here. And for whatever stupid reason, if you play Scarecrow's song up on top of that door, then you can just get Pierre over here. I don't know why they did that. It is a weird trigger, and that is why I wanted to show it. Because how many of you actually knew about that Pierre Scarecrow? Yeah, not many of you, I would imagine. It is in the most obscure spot. No one actually knows about that thing. Like, only a very small handful of people know, myself included. It's so dumb. I don't know why they did that, and it almost feels like a thing that's more designed for Master Quest. But they never made this game for that difficulty in mind. Master Quest did not come out until like 2003. So I don't think they were thinking that many years ahead. It feels like a thing they were doing and then changed last minute. So it's probably more of a leftover, if I had to actually say. I think it's a leftover. So for our sake, this actually really helps because we can just get the green Poe immediately. This is good for our sake because getting green Poe now just saves on some backtracking. Okay, I'm getting some really weird turns because of my speed. It's nice that I have the Smash Bros. Melee menu theme for this because it's like one of my favorite songs in all of games. It's such a good song. So to be in the Forest Temple for as long as we need to be, I'm glad we got a song like this. I'm gonna need some Decker Nuts here. When you use a Decker Nut against a Poe, it will make them come back out of their invisible state immediately. So, in this case, that sped things up by a lot. Now, one thing you might think of when playing through this dungeon in reverse order like this is once you get the green Poe collected, you would think, if I go back to the center room right now, then is the purple one here? Well, sorry to say, but no, purple one is not here. The purple one does not show up until 3 of those torches are lit. The purple Poe is always the last one. So that's not going to help me at all right now. I just getting that now saves me some time. Don't have to worry about it for later. Keep it running, keep it going. I love having Bunny Hood. I really wish you could just equip it as adult normally. I know in the PC build of this game, you can actually do that, because people made a PC version of Ocarina of Time. It's because of the decomp project that happened, so the game is completely decompiled. You have the raw code now, meaning that... I did not mean to jump. Meaning now that you can just use that code for other projects for Ocarina of Time, which is really helpful for the randomizer too. They can use that code now to also do things that they weren't able to do beforehand, which is nice. And speaking of doing things you're not supposed to be able to do, I'm doing another glitch here. That's a bad one. So what I'm doing here is, again, I'm just saving time because this video is going to get a little long in the tooth. We're already like 30 minutes in, so just like with the Spirit Temple situation, you guys are going to get a little bit of a longer video today. So we're going to just kind of skip around here a little bit. And I'm going to use this bomb to let me do so. Waiting for a very specific frame here of Link jumping off, just like that, with hover boots, and then you just get this really long jump for whatever reason. So we'll use that jump and just skip straight over to this section here. This saves a key as well, so technically I am sequence breaking on keys, but it's not a big deal. It really is not. Actually, I want all the magic because I'm going to be using a lot of Forest Wind in certain sections, so it's going to help to have more magic. Once I get boss key and all the pose, I can just go straight to the boss, so I don't want that. In my sake, I'm just going to put Forest Wind here because I want to be close to the center room, and this is close enough. I have more than enough keys. I'm going to skip one just for the sake of getting through the dungeon a little bit faster. So I'm going to actually just go this way. It saves me a couple steps. At this point, I'm in logic, so if I want to sequence break this dungeon, it does not matter, and I'm just going to, just to save us some time. I'm going to move that a little bit, because I'm just going to go around for this. Excuse me coming through. Thank you. I just want the ladder. That's all we need. Let me get me a bow. Actually, I don't want those bombs there. I always like hookshot on C down, just more comfortable, because how I'm playing with GameCube controller, Z button. It's great. Wow. That feel when we've really not needed the seed bag. We just found like all of them. I really don't need that many shots with the slingshot, and yet I have all of them. Neat. Alright, let's do another ground jump here. Actually, no, we can't do it here. What am I thinking? I need that block to be moved. That's down here. I'm gonna do it more legit. At this point, it's probably faster, because I don't remember the setup to do a clip with the hover boots through the block section here. Because you can skip needing to push through all these, which is good if you don't have strength. Me sitting here with all my strength upgrades. But you can like skip a lot of this if you just do very specific actions. I'm not gonna push the rest of these, so I can skip the rest of this. I don't care at this point. Again, to get a move on. Nice ground jump, Link. It's kind of bad inputs for me. Let's try this again. There you go. So grab the bomb. Well, not grab the bomb. Use hover boots. Get over the air ledge because swag. I'm gonna want this boss key chest like immediately. Unfortunately, you can't grab this chest when the room is upside down, twisted. So I'm gonna have to flip it around the right side up and then leave and come back. It's a little unfortunate, but I'm only gonna have to do this with like this hallway. The other hallway that's twisted, I'm gonna completely need to bypass because I did that scarecrow thing, which you're not supposed to be able to do. I don't know how you would get up to that ledge to use Scarecrow Song. In Master Quest, ooh, Zora Tunic. In Master Quest, they actually give you a thing there, the hook shot. So if that hook shot area is still a thing, like you can still use the Scarecrow for gear there, then it's a more intended strategy in Master Quest. But in the vanilla game from 1998, no. I don't know how they expected players to ever get that Scarecrow. It has to be a leftover. No other reasoning in my head. We'll put on Zora Tunic here probably in a moment. I'm not going to want to equip it until we need to pause. So in a moment when I need Deku Nuts, we can see what our Zora Tunic is. Like, it's one thing to see it with like the quick graphic. It's another to actually wear it. Alright, so let's get Deku Nuts, since we're going to use these, and get a nice, like, purple tunic. I did not mean to put out covers, that's fine. I do like the shade of purple. It's a nice looking purple. I hit you, scare you away, use Deku Nuts, hit you again, scare you away, nut, slash, dead. Very easy post sister. One more to go, and then we'll have the other one available in the main hallway. But we still have more chests, so we're going to grab these on the way out. Our small key. At this point, we're good on keys, so we should be getting items from this point forward. Come on, sir. I don't want to get pushed down that pit. That's like the one thing you don't want to do. It's a whole waste of time. And I could forward swim back up, but then I would have to save warp or walk all the way back to the center area, and I just don't want to do either. Come on, sir. Be vulnerable. Thank you. So what is the bow chest? Could be anything. Could be an ice trap for all we know. I was waiting for it to be an ice trap after I said that. Hylian Shield is just as useless, though. Alright, so now for the blue post sister here. Man, horrible aim tag. After this, we'll be good, because there are no more chests, to my knowledge, after this point that we haven't gotten. The rest of the chests are going to be in the basement. You know, it's somewhat fitting that a Clock Town song is playing here for these ghosts, because they do appear in Majora's Mask. Not in Clocktown, though, but it's just close enough. It's a different game they're also featured in. Grab this in here. Piece of heart. At this point, I think we're good to go right to the ending section. Nice Song of Time block, am I right? Just phased right through it. Mind you, that's something you can actually experience in the vanilla game too, without glitches. So, if you go through the other door after you play Song of Time to restore that Song of Time block, you go through the other door with a bow and arrow. Yeah, you just go back through with a Song of Time block just right in front of your face. I don't think the devs actually anticipated that. So they never made like a if this then that kind of like situation for the door where if you're on the other side coming back through it and the Song of Time block is there, make it so the Song of Time block gets removed. There was not an if this then statement in the code, so it just kind of exists, which is a big oops. And that's the last time we're going to hear that Galaxy 2 theme for a while, too. I don't know if we're going to be hearing that with that many other attempts in this, because not many more mini-bosses left. I do believe that is the Galaxy 2 music. It sounded like it to me. Alright, we got a whole room to go through. This is going to be a lot of twists and turns. Once we do all this, then we'll get our one last chest here and go right to the boss. Which I do love in the randomizer. This room is sped up by, what, 300 times speed or something stupid? This room goes instantly when you spin it around now. It is comically fast. Alright, last check. What is it? Boss key. Well, that's convenient because that's literally what we needed. So I was anticipating that. Also, I love how we have 3 keys because of all the sequence breaking we did. You're not supposed to finish this dungeon with 3 keys, but we're done. There's literally nothing left to do. So we're just going to be holding on to 3 extra small keys. Well, time to fight Phantom Ganon. So the whole gimmick of Phantom Ganon is there's a fake version and a real version. The fake one is a little bit darker looking, like it has a shadow. The real one you can tell has a little more detail in it, so we're looking for the one that's more detailed. I always like looking in between walls like this because it's so much easier to see when one's coming, and I cannot believe you're in the exact same painting. So if I'm looking at these 2 paintings, now it's eliminating some of my options. Did he seriously appear in the same painting 3 times in a row? You that stupid. Alright, let's go. I have evidence sword glitch because I'm just wanting to speed this fight up. Let's go. Dude, aim up. Thank you. And I'm stunning you immediately by shooting. Then he does like a staff twirl, but with infinite sword glitch, I'm stabbing him while shooting my bow. I'm just wanting to get through this faster because we're already going on the 45 minutes here. So I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. So we're done with the dungeon. We're good. Let's get out of here. That's a rupee. You can keep your money. So that is that. Forest Temple, it has now been beaten, which gives us the Fire Medallion. So we'll do one more thing before we end this video because it's only going to take like a minute at most. We're going to head back over to Kakariko Village and watch the cutscene for our Song of Storms, and I guess also go back to Temple of Time, do the same thing for Prelude. Get 2 different song checks out of the way. Because if I had to guess, that song is Minuet of Force. And this one we know for a fact is Song of Storms, based on the hints we gotten. So let's go get 2 songs to end the video. Definitely a meaty video today, so hopefully you enjoyed this one. And there's your song. So really, at this point, all we're missing is Minuet because we know Bolero Fire is behind Ocarina of Time. The one song we're not getting. Other than that, we'll have all the songs. Give me my minuet. And that's that. So now we're only missing one song, but we're not going to be bothering with it. It's so out of the way. But there you go. That's a good amount of progress when we have 3 medallions from dungeons now, and 1 that we started with. So we're only missing the Spirit and the Shadow medallions. 2 more left in the game is really good. And as we can see here, we got to go to Water Temple and back to Fire. So we'll head back to Fire Temple to finish that one up, because that won't take long. And then go through Water Temple, and we'll be pretty much at the end of this randomizer seed. Not much left in the game. So with that said, that's going to conclude it for today's video. So next time on Let's Play Ocarina of Time Randomizer, we'll go through the remaining dungeons we have, and who knows, we'll be this much closer to the end of our adventure, so we'll have to see where our light arrows, and that will be our remaining search after we're done with Fire and Water Temple. But with that said, that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.